Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday! Glad to see everybody here today. Hope you're having a good week so far. I know it's really beautiful here in North Carolina this time of year. I think it's in the 70s right now, and we're going to be talking about how to release a single. So the question is, are albums dead because everybody's doing singles? The answer is no. Albums are definitely still a thing, but most music is released as a single now. Mia and I will talk about some of the reasons why that is. Um, Social media has changed a lot, and Spotify is actually trying to become essentially a social media site. If you upload your music to DistroKid or TuneCore or CD Baby or one of these other sites, they handle all the distribution. If you've got any cover tunes in there, they will pay the royalties for you. They will pay you your royalties. They will collect fees and distribute those dollars to you as the money comes in. So they're going to take care of all that. What's going on, Mia? How's life in Boston?
Life in Boston's good. The weather's wild, but it's fun. I'm loving it here.
You graduated Berkeley like last year, right?
I graduated in August, so yeah, it was very recent. I finally finished. I was able to finish out in person, which was very lucky. And now I'm just sticking around Boston for another year, doing some gigs and stuff, and then heading out to LA this upcoming August.
Awesome. Now you've got a tour coming up, right?
Oh yeah, it's me and my bagpiper friend Allie the Piper, and it's called the Shipping Up to Boston tour because we're releasing Shipping Up to Boston on St. Patrick's Day, and it's going to be Midwest and East Coast, and we're really excited. It's electric violin, bagpipes. We're both doing our own solo sets, but then we're also coming together because we have a duo project, and it's kind of rock, metal, Celtic infused pop, exciting stuff. It's gonna be really fun.
So tell us a little bit about your newest single.
So my newest single, it's called Labyrinth, and it is my second single original song that I have released. I also released like a remix of my first single, Lunar, but this is my second official like Mia Asano instrumental electronic violin single that is kind of this project I'm working on where I'm kind of pairing electric violin with various types of electronic music. It just came out last week, and I'm very excited about it. I'm also super excited to talk about it and talk about the whole process. And I filmed my most intricate music video yet for it. So it's definitely been an interesting process of figuring out how to promote it. How do you promote it and the video? What do you promote first? Do you promote them in conjunction with each other? How do you get people to listen to it? And then also trying to figure out how to translate, because a lot of people follow me because they like the covers that I do. A lot of people follow me because they want to hear like metal covers or video game covers or whatever. So trying to be like, hey, I also write music and I'm also like a touring musician. Please listen to it. It's been very interesting trying to translate the following over onto Spotify.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about what your process is. We've got the song, it's done. It's in a WAV file, it's on my computer. I'm as happy as I can be. Now what?
Yeah, that's a good question. And there's actually so much that goes into it. And it's time consuming. I just want to mention because I know you were talking about how you released a single every month for a year. I got inspired by that, and that's what I'm doing this year. And it is so much work.
Oh,
And the
yes.
reason it's not just like, oh, I have the song, I'm ready to go. Like there's a lot of things you need to do. So, okay, you have your little recording, your WAV file. That's not enough. You also need other things. You need cover art for the song. You need to pick a distributor that's going to distribute the song. If it's a cover, you need to get a cover license. There's a lot of factors to this. One time I released a cover and my distributor couldn't secure a license. And so I actually missed the release date because I didn't have a license. So like there's a lot of factors that you have to kind of prepare for and think about before you just go hit upload. So I use DistroKid. I know you also use DistroKid, right?
Yep, that's who I use.
There's like a lot of different options, and there's definitely pros and cons to each distributor, but this is how you do it. You make your little DistroKid account, you open up the website, and then there's a button that says upload music. So now you have your song, you upload that into DistroKid, And then there's all this other information that you need to put in. So that includes the cover art, that includes your name and like your artist name, whatever record label you're releasing it under. And then you also need to put in your artist link. So if you're on Spotify, Apple Music, or YouTube Music already. But I do love DistroKid. What I also love about DistroKid is it makes splitting up the royalties very easy.
Yes.
And all of my songs have been co-writes. Like my most recent one, Labyrinth, was a co-write with my producer friend Ben Hartman, and we wanted to split the royalties, and so in DistroKid, all I had to do is type in his email, and if he had an account already, it just sets up the splits. Otherwise, it directs him to make his own account, and then it very easily then just sends each of our royalty splits to each of us, and I don't have to worry about paying Ben out or keeping track of that. I know other platforms, like distributors, might do it differently. Some of them do the splits. I don't have personal experience, but the fact that DistroKid makes it so easy was a huge plus for me, and that's why I decided to go with them.
So you've uploaded your music to DistroKid. How do you pick a release date? How do you start prepping the world to know that, hey, I've got a new tune that starts with the letter L that's coming out?
So again, it's tricky depending on the song. So like I have some releases that it makes sense. Like we're releasing Shipping Up to Boston on St. Patrick's Day. I'm releasing a Star Wars cover on May 4th. Like those ones, it makes total sense to release it on those days. With Labyrinth, which is my original, it's a little tricky because there is no hype around the song yet. And how do you get people to listen to your single? I will speak from my personal experience and what I'm doing, but I'm seeing it work for a lot of people as well, is really utilizing social media to promote your music these days. Back in the day, your record label could like sink a bunch of money into promoting you or whatever. A lot of people are doing it the DIY way these days, and it's because it's free, it's easy. Like it's free to just post a TikTok video of your song. So there's like a bunch of ways that you can try promoting it. The first way is, and this is what I see other people doing and kind of what I tried to emulate, people will just hop on social media and make a video of them saying like, hi, I am whatever artist, this is my name, I wrote this song, here's what it means to me, you're listening to it right now, go check it out. And they'll either do that before it's released or after it's released. And it'll just be them like vibing on the screen with text, like a big block of text over the screen. And I've seen those just absolutely blow up for people if the song is like hits the right audience, if it's like, and again, it's some of it's just about timing. I've also seen things happen for people where their song becomes a TikTok trend. So you can actually, and I'm actually in the process of doing this for Labyrinth, I've kind of created a new trend. And so I'm posting videos of myself doing the trend and trying to get other people to do it too. And then if a lot of people are using your song for a viral trend, then it's just free promo. So there's this girl who just did it. I don't remember her name, but she had this super catchy song that's called If We Ever Broke Up. And it's really, really, really catchy. And so it became this trend where like girls would post like a video of them and the song is playing and like the caption would be like, me singing this song even though I know I'm in a perfectly healthy relationship or something like that. And it blew up, and now that song has like millions and millions of streams, and this girl didn't do any promo other than through TikTok. So what I see a lot of artists doing is they try to get other people to use their song. You can also pay influencers to make videos using your song. And the best way to do that is just to DM them. And it's good to like reach out to influencers of all different sized audiences, because maybe someone with millions and millions of followers might not see the DM, but someone with like a few thousand will, and they're more likely to want to post about your song. So those are just a few promotion tactics. Again, like just posting about the song, being super genuine. I'm just posting all the time where I'm just either playing along to Labyrinth or it's in the background while I'm like doing something funny in the video. And again, like who would think that that's the way to promote your music these days? But that's what I'm doing, and it's working. Like it's working really well. And I'm definitely obviously more aware of the social media side of things, but I don't think it's the only way to promote your music. I think it's a very unique opportunity right now just because it's so big. But there's so many other ways to promote your music that we should get into. I think the next biggest one is like playlists, and if you can get your music on people's playlists, that is huge. Like obviously, if you can get one on your Spotify on a Spotify playlist, and I have some friends who are in some Berkeley bands that they ended up getting like their song on like a big Spotify playlist. It's a few different bands I know, and that's what started their career was that one placement because the song then got millions of streams and it's allowing them to tour and do it full time. It's absolutely wild. So when you go into like from your Spotify artist profile, you can like just submit it. There's like a button where it says like submit this to our editors. I've never had a lot of success with it, but it is there. You can also go on websites like Submit Hub or Groover or whatever, and like submit that to various people who have blogs and playlists, and they give you feedback, so it's a little heartbreaking sometimes. Like a lot of them told me they were like, Lunar is not catchy enough and it doesn't have vocals, so I'm not gonna put this on my playlist. And I was like, okay, that's fine. It's not the place for you. It's like it wasn't a good fit, so I started just promoting it in other ways. But there's definitely a lot of places that allow you to like directly reach out to people that have playlists. Just asking your followers to put them on playlists. Like our friend Lydia, she has like this playlist of just every electric violinist song ever, and my songs are on there and I can see that I'm getting plays from that playlist, so I'm like, hey, thanks Lydia.
Guess who's going to be on next week?
Oh really?
Lydia's going to be on next week. We're going to be talking about how to put a band together and grow a band in a local market.
Oh my god, tell her I say hi.
Yeah, for
That's so
sure.
cool. So yeah, that's super effective. There's also like you can just reach out to people directly and try to get yourself on their playlist. And then I have a lot of artist friends, kind of bigger artist friends who have distribution teams or record labels, and that's where a record label can be very helpful. Is they could just be like, oh, let me just talk to my Spotify rep really quick, and they'll put you
Right.
on the playlist. And those artists are lucky for having that as an opportunity.
Yeah, of course the trade-off is that you give up some control.
Yeah.
Because if you've got a label, they want some input in what are you releasing next. And hey, we don't really like the direction you're going. We
Yeah.
want you to go this direction. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
I thought I was the artist. They're like, yeah, you're hilarious.
Yeah. They also get a lot of your royalties. Like I have some friends that are with labels that never made any money from royalties because the label is trying to recoup their initial expense. So it really, again, I think it depends on the situation. It depends on the artist. Depends on the label. Depends on your music. But a lot of people. That's why I think a lot of people are going the DIY route these days because you can.
Yeah, and recruitment's a thing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your experience on whether you need a music video in order to promote your song?
This is a good question. I have personal opinions about this, but I'm still in the process of figuring out what is the best as well because things are changing. More and more these days, long form content is not being prioritized. It's all about short form, vertical content. And that is so wild. And again, I just kind of stumbled into it on accident. I wasn't expecting to be doing this. And it is like every social media platform right now is trying to be TikTok, and that includes YouTube. So YouTube has rolled out YouTube Shorts, and those are the biggest thing. They're promoting those like crazy, and those are the things that are getting all the views right now. So I'm just prefacing by saying, in a lot of ways, a music video, I think they're very important still, and I'll get into that, but you can't just put out a music video and not put out any short form content. Otherwise, you're not promoting it right, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That being said, I think also more than ever, people's attention spans are really short and people like listening to music, but they like to listen with their eyes. And I think that a music video is a really, really good way to get people to listen to your song and get engaged with it and then become a fan of the song, and then they'll go listen to it on Spotify and stuff. But what the music video does is you can be promoting it on all your social media, and then it's not just like a clip of the cover art of your song with the music playing in the background, which I've posted and the engagement is terrible. People prefer to see a video of you doing something. Like Matt, your song My Sunglasses Are Cooler Than Yours, I like still watch that music video. It was so iconic, and anyone that's watching right now, I hope you go check it out. But like It's so good. And that's the reason I knew about your song and went and started streaming that song, was because I saw how quirky and hilarious the music video was, and I was like, oh my god, this song also slaps. And so then I started going, so like that's just my real life personal example of like why the music video is so important.
But I love what you're saying about putting together some vertical stuff. I was thinking while you're saying that, like, you really need to find kind of about 15 seconds of your song that slap really hard.
Yep.
And you need to get a vertical video that captures the ethos of that song and maybe those 15 seconds. Probably more importantly than having a full length video is that having a 15-second, like what we used to call a trailer, right?
Yep. That's honestly, people are making their entire careers right now off of being able to write a catchy 15 seconds of a song. You have to not only be finding that within your music, but you have to be writing your music with that in mind. If you want your song to do well commercially, like whatever. Like as an artist, I view things very different than as like a business person. But this is business mode, not artist mode. That's kind of what it takes these days for the song to do well. So with Labyrinth, there is a moment in the song where I think it really works well for like a TikTok trend / TikTok transition. It's the moment right before the drop, and then there's the drop. And so that's why I'm trying to make a trend out of it.
So you are pushing these things on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. How long do you like to have that push before you're ready to drop the song?
2 weeks. For my Power Rangers one, I made the mistake of doing 3 weeks, and the hype died down. There was a bunch of hype the first day I announced it, but I made my first big video about it. There was a ton of support, and within a week or two, that kind of died down. So by the time it came out, it did not do as well as I think it would have if I had released it a week earlier or promoted it a week later. So I'm not saying 2 weeks is going to absolutely work for everyone, but I've heard from other creators that also do the independent release thing that that is kind of the sweet spot. Some people will start promoting it even sooner, or even closer to the deadline, like the release date. I know one guy, he's amazing, and he doesn't even promote it before he posts his video, but like every video he does really well, and then he'll just be like, post his TikTok video, and then he'll be like, the song's already out, go listen to it. And all his videos get millions of views, and so he's just exploded on Spotify. So like it works different for everyone. But that's just my experience. I'm no expert on it, but it makes sense because it's like if you're releasing a song every 4 to 5 or 6 weeks, because you're supposed to be releasing stuff regularly now because of the algorithm of streaming services, that gives you about like 2 weeks beforehand to start promoting it. It comes out, you have a little bit of time after to keep promoting it, gear up, 2 weeks later promote the next one, like announce the next one. Then in 2 weeks it gets released.
Well, we have taken an hour of your time. I know it's super valuable. Can you maybe tell people where they can find tickets for this tour, where they can find the single? What's the best way? How do you buy this? Don't stream this mess, people. You want to support or buy it? Where do people buy it?
I mean, you can buy it on Amazon Music at the moment. Eventually I'm going to put it on Bandcamp because they're great. But yeah, you can buy it on Amazon Music or iTunes. You can also just support me through various platforms. I have Patreon. You can subscribe to me on Instagram. There's a bunch. I also just have various donation links, and all the information is on my website. You can also buy stickers from me or a shirt. It's all on my website, which is just miaasano.com. Which I recently redesigned and relaunched. So now every way to find me is on there. You can find all the links to the tour, every show date. I'm also playing actually in North Carolina on April 21st as well at the Fayetteville Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting. So all the tour dates are on my website. All the links for my social media is on there. All the links for how to book me for things, like it's all on there, and all my merch is on there as well. So miaasano.com, or you can find me on social media at Mia Asano Music. You could listen to my songs, stream my songs 300 times so I can get $1. Or just subscribing on YouTube is really, really helpful as well.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we will catch you next time. Woo woo.